So I got to ask the question, y'all. You know God is ready to use you. You know God's calling you. You know God's desiring right now for you to come unto him. What's your response? Is it no? Because if your response is no, if you got God on hold, if you got God on pause, or if you got God just sitting around waiting because you ain't got time, because you ain't ready, or you just outright told the Lord no, what do you think God is doing with that? I just got to know. Do you think God is saying, you know what? Never mind. I'm sorry. You know what? My bad. Actually, I see I'm bothering you. So I'm sorry. I'm inconveniencing you. I'm sorry. I interrupted your life, what you got going on, what you had planned, what you think is the best thing to do. You know best. You do. So guess what? I'm sorry for interrupting you. Let me apologize because apparently I'm in the wrong. I'm not doing something right. I'm gonna leave you alone. And I'll come back in 2 weeks. I'll follow up. Or maybe, you know what, I'll come back next year. Okay? Pardon me. It's my fault. You better wake up. You better wake up. Because I want you to ask yourself what you would tell your child or what you tell your children when you call them and they don't come. What you do. Boy, girl, you better get your butt up. When you in the grocery store and they throwing tantrums, what you do? You get on the ground with them? I know what I used to do. I used to walk away. I bet you when you see my back, that'll motivate you to get up. I bet you when you see your protection, your provision, walking out the door, you gonna get your butt up and you gonna walk behind me. So what do you think God do? God says, okay, since you say you don't need me, you don't want to follow me, you don't want me, I'm gonna pull my hand back then. Because you said you don't want me. You said you don't want it. When I pull my hand back and let the devil get all over you, I bet you'll respond then. I'm telling you, some of y'all wrapped up in y'all flesh. God know what to do with that. Ask Jacob what he did. He came down here and he wrestled his very own flesh. I'll come down there myself and deal with that. Do you want the Lord to come down and come and wrestle you in your life? Do you want God to pull his hand back and allow the devil to get access to you and get all over you? Because that'll wake you up. Oh, you'll come running to God then. So I want you to ask yourself today, with your response right now to the Lord, what you think he doing with that? Because I tell you what, God got a plan for that. God got something for that. God don't say, never mind, I'm going to let you make it. Never mind, I'm not going to use you. What he says is, my word don't go out and return to me void. What he says is, I watch over my word to make sure that thing is fulfilled. So now he don't made a request of you. Actually, he don't placed a demand on you. And now you saying, no, not yet. What do you think he's doing with that? You better wake up. Some of y'all feeling checked out. Y'all feeling depressed. Some of y'all got all hell breaking loose in y'all life. Some of y'all got so many issues going on. Some of y'all just ain't happy. Some of y'all trying to figure out what's going on with life. Some of y'all like, this can't be life. You don't understand what's going on. Oh, give the credit to God. Because God is like, I'm trying to bring you in a new life, but you don't want to come. So let me shake up this life that you don't made up. That you don't led, guided, and directed. Let me shake this life. Why? Because you're too comfortable with this life. You like it. You comfortable with your dysfunction. You know it's dysfunctional. You know it don't work right. But yet you staying in it because it's familiar. It's what you know. You know you don't like that job. You know you don't like them people. You know you don't like your car. You know you don't like your lifestyle. You know it. You know it. But God is like, you comfortable with it. So let me make you uncomfortable. Yeah, that's what you feeling. You feeling God shaking you up. So I'm going to ask you again. What's your response to God's demand on your life right now? What's your response to God's call on your life right now? What is it? What is your response to God asking for your whole soul? What is it? What do you think God is doing with that? You better be concerned about what God is doing with your no, with your outright rebellion, with your outright defiance, with your outright just sitting on what God is telling you to do, and you putting God on pause. You better go read that Old Testament and get some of that Old Testament God on you, okay? God do not play. Go look up Ezekiel 16 and go tell me if God play, okay? God be calling Israel an adulterous whore, going out prostituting with other gods, okay? Look who he talks about, a people who defy him. At least prostitutes get money. Y'all just giving y'all stuff away. Y'all looking for people to give stuff to. Baby, God don't play. He's serious. He is serious. He's calling you. He wants to use you right now, and you're not doing it. Let me tell you, some of y'all doing all the churchy stuff. You are the church. You are the church. You got tambourines. You saying all your amens and praise God, and that's good, Pastor. Preach. You teaching. You're preaching. You speaking in tongues. You're running all through the church. You're falling out, laying out prostrate in the church. You crying. Oh, you don't know God don't save me. He don't deliver me. Oh, God's so good. You're falling out. You are the church. You bring when you don't show up to church, it don't feel like church. You bring the church to the church. Meanwhile, you ain't following God a lick. You ain't seeking God for the next step in your life, and you won't submit and surrender to the step he has for you. You doing your own thing. You doing God's stuff. So he keep you in position because he's like, you know what? They don't want to listen to me. They don't want to follow me. They don't want to submit to me. They really don't want me. But I'm going to keep them there because maybe they'll inspire somebody else to come and follow me. Maybe they'll work through somebody else, and through their exposure to them, they'll come and they'll follow me. Don't get caught up in religion and tradition without God. Don't you do it. You better get back to the basics and take up your cross and follow God, because he's taking you somewhere. He's leading you somewhere. And you being an outright defiance, you being an outright rebellion, you talking about you not going to, you don't want to, you doing your own thing, you asking God why, you telling God why he want to use you, why you. What you think God is doing with that? God ain't no 16-year-old little girl who's sitting around hanging on every little word of a man that's like, okay, I'm lovesick, I'm gonna just do whatever. No. You better get it together and know that I am that I am. You better know the great power that is the Lord. You better know this Lord that ordered the entire universe, that the entire universe is at his demand, that can take your last breath right now if he so desires. You talking about what you not gonna do, what you are gonna do, what it ain't time for you to do, what he not gonna get you to do. Okay, you better watch out. You gonna be speaking to him face to face, talking about what happened. The Lord don't play. You better put some respect on his name today and go find out what he wants you to do and go do it. For those of you all who already know, you better get to it. God ain't playing. God will not be mocked. God will not be played with like that. What do you think he's doing with your no? What do you think he's doing with your rebellion? What do you think he's doing with your pause? Because he's doing something. Mess around and find out. Talk soon.